Hello all and welcome back to EduCentral's revision videos. Today we're going to be looking at The Handmaid's Tale. So for this session you will need a pen, either flashcards, paper, a notebook or an iPad, and preferably a copy of the text. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also if you'd like more revision help on Handmaid's Tale, please search us on Amazon for our Handmaid's Tale AQA A-Level revision workbook. So this session we're going to be looking at section 1, night. It's a very short section, but I'm going to go through some key information. So let's start with the significance of the section name. The title Night is significant because it symbolizes introspection, solitude, and the contrast between oppression and personal reflection. In Gilead, night is one of the few times Offred has some freedom to think, remember, and dream. It serves as a recurring section title in the novel, emphasizing its role as a space for personal memory and resistance against totalitarian control. The darkness of night also suggests secrecy and danger, mirroring Offred's precarious existence. Now let's think about the events. The novel opens with Offred describing her current living situation in what was once a school gymnasium. The space, now repurposed by the regime, is heavily controlled by the aunts and patrolled by the guardians. The women, handmaids in training, sleep on cots, forbidden from speaking to one another except in whispers or gestures. They are subjected to strict discipline and monitored at all times. Despite these constraints, Offred and the other women find ways to communicate through small acts of rebellion, such as holding hands in the dark. So now we're going to be looking at key themes. The first one is oppression and control. The repurposing of the gym into a place of confinement represents how Gilead strips individuals of their past identities and autonomy. Resistance and solidarity. The handmaids find subtle ways to resist through stolen glances and brief hand-holding, showing the human need for connection. Finally, memory and loss. Offred recalls the past, contrasting it with her present reality, emphasizing how Gilead erases personal histories. We're now going to look at 3 key quotes from this section. The first one is, "We had flannelette sheets like children's and army-issue blankets, old ones that still said US." The theme explored in this quote, or the themes, are loss of identity and oppression. The juxtaposition of flannelette sheets, a symbol of childhood comfort, with army-issue blankets, symbols of discipline and control, highlights the infantilization of women in Gilead. The mention of US suggests the remnants of the old world, emphasizing that the past still lingers beneath the oppressive present. The second quote is, "We learned to whisper almost without sound. In the semi-darkness we could stretch out our arms when the aunts weren't looking and touch each other's hands across space." The themes explored in this quote are resistance and solidarity. The phrase "whisper almost without sound" conveys the extreme level of surveillance and fear, but also suggests an unbreakable human spirit. Stretch out our arms and touch each other's hands symbolize a desperate need for connection, even in a world that tries to isolate them. The semi-darkness reinforces the liminal space between resistance and repression. Finally, Aunt Sarah and Aunt Elizabeth patrolled. They had electric cattle prods slung on thongs from their leather belts. The themes in this quote are oppression and control. The use of patrolled evokes an image of prison guards, reinforcing the handmaid's imprisonment. Electric cattle prods dehumanize the women, comparing them to livestock, while leather belts connote both authority and potential violence. This imagery reflects Gilead's brutal enforcement of obedience. So I hope this has helped, and stay tuned for the next section, where we'll be going through chapters 2 to 7. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!